Welcome to our video presentation on The Big Ask by Carol Ann Duffy. The poem is about the ongoing Iraqi war. It addresses the controversy of the issue in a modern and memorable way. It is in the poem. I can't read it from here. Sorry. It's too small.
You have to keep going because we're not
move forward
to
a bit
stop.
then. Move forward a bit.
Are you not allowed to stop?
Right, go back to the beginning from here. Right.
Okay, just start again.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to our video presentation on the poem The Big Ask by Carol Ann Duffy. The poem is about the ongoing Iraqi war and it addresses it in a modern and memorable way. The poem
Keep going. The poem.
The poem Carol Ann Duffy writes in the perspective. It doesn't make any sense. Sorry.
Right, you don't have to read it whether it makes sense or not.
Okay, I'm going to start again.
Alright.
For the last time.
If you fail it again, we'll just make the
just keep going.
Make the
just
text
keep going.
bigger.
Okay. Welcome to our video presentation on the poem The Big Ask by Carol Ann Duffy. The poem is about the ongoing Iraqi war. It addresses the controversy of the issue in a modern and memorable way. In the poem, Carol Ann Duffy writes in the perspective of a person posing many commonly thought of questions on the subject. The poem also covers the aspect of the common, in some cases extremely fierce disagreements on military decisions. Sorry, can you make the text bigger?
You can slow down as well.
Yeah,
you I know what it feels like because I'm like that with stuff like this.
He's crap.
He swore at the end of it.
He swore at the end of it and then was recording. He goes, "Three fucked my one up." Ooh.
It's get recorded. Oh, it is as well.
I beg your pardon.
Sorry, sir.
I have to go on
For
to
goodness
two
sake,
It was
different
Hawkins.
Hawkins, it was Hawkins. I just get so angry sometimes, you know? Right, text is being made bigger. Sorry for wasting your recording time, sir.
Oh crap, that's way too big.
Just put it on 2 slides.
I'm really watching the go on.
Copy and paste, put a slide in between mine and
Put
yours.
half of it on one.
I said fudged. I
Wait.
actually did.
Okay.
I like how it
I'll make M1
Can you see the mouse on there?
Yeah.
Can you?
While we're doing it,
Yeah.
Right.
because we're good at it. I have one of these at home,
Okay.
except this one's a
Just
really
highlight.
bad 50 quid
Here.
one, mine's really good.
That's the
one,
middle of a
£60 one,
sentence.
and mine's HD.
After more obvious,
Okay.
because that would that fit on the.
He wants to see my videos. No, I'm just
Or do you
kidding.
want to?
1 second.
Right, just
You
highlight
agree
it.
with? You agree?
You just wasted
Yeah.
so much time. How can you not read that?
I can
I
read
bet
it.
I could read it back perfectly.
Come on, we've got 15
Right,
minutes. 15 minutes
ours
to
was
do
done
one.
before here.
Right. Can you read that? No.
Not
haven't even started yet.
Make it, no, just drag that and then the text goes bigger.
Put it on 2 sides, Stevie.
Yes. What do you think I'm doing,
Yeah,
Lewis?
we've taken ages.
Right, be quiet.
No, shut up, Lewis.
Our job, okay? Jesus Christ, man. Or we could stop and then tell him not to view the first one.
Oh, yes.
Because I said fudged.
Yeah.
Giggity.
You can't do the first 4 minutes. Cut all that out.
You just cut,
Okay,
like,
right.
this is basically wasting all the film.
Are you still
How long's the
recording?
film?
Yeah. We're not allowed to stop, I don't think.
Can you read
You're
that
allowed
part of it?
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you read all of
It's
it?
going off the bottom.
Yeah, no, on this screen, it's not on that
Yeah.
one.
On that one, it's only
It
just like
doesn't
that.
matter.
It's only like a little.
Oh, you've got to
bit.
hurry up and start. 'Cause
Right,
I
go.
Okay. Welcome to our video presentation on the poem The Big Ask by Carol Ann Duffy. The poem is about the ongoing Iraqi war. It addresses the controversy of the issue in a modern and memorable way. In the poem, Carol Ann Duffy writes about the perspective in the perspective of a person posing many common thought of questions on the subject. The poem also covers the aspect of the fierce disagreements, and in some cases extreme disagreements, with military decisions. The poem almost annoys and agitates those who agree with the point even more by portraying the lack of cooperation in such a forthcoming way. It covers the issue as to whether the soldiers in Iraq are to achieve their objective and purpose, which is of course mainly to restore peace in Iraq and to eliminate any threat to their own country, or so it seemed. The poem portrays the view that it is not the case, in a way which implies that they have failed. Although on the surface the poem appears hard to understand, after looking into the context it becomes more and more obvious. The poet is telling the reader, or voicing her opinion on the lack of knowledge that she, as a common civilian of the United Kingdom, is entitled to.
You could argue that the poet feels strongly against this issue. You can tell this because in every other line the poet's written in a sarcastic manner. It is also written in italics, which highlights the sarcasm. I wouldn't call it Eroc as an example of a sarcastic line. There's a Greek myth about a man called Sisyphus that had to roll a boulder up a hill and watch it roll back down again for eternity. In the quote, the poet is showing how the government didn't take going to Iraq seriously enough by making fun of the story.
The poet shows these feelings in The Big Us, where her choice of language, a quote she used to portray her feelings is, "Would you solemnly swear on a Bible? I couldn't swear on a book." This shows that she finds it difficult to believe what others may believe. Also, her feelings show that she has a very personal and strong views which she chooses to show within this poem. The word Bible immediately earns the poem feel of standing behind and supporting her views. It shows this by referring a serious matter such as religion in her poem. The phrase "I couldn't swear on a book" says that she is definite to which her instincts are telling her, whether her conscience is true or not, but definitely does not believe in placing faith in an unknown and reliable forces such as the army and war taking place in Iraq.
The poem demonstrates her feelings through the poem in a perceptive and critical manner. Poker, gin rummy and blackjack. These are all games of deception. Therefore this quote shows that the world is full of lies and deception and no one can be trusted. It also shows that the poet is angered and furious with the world for keeping knowledge from her which she deserves to know about. Finally, it says that it was a gamble to send people to Iraq, and it was a gamble that did not pay off, as all information was concealed and vital information was withheld, and they didn't actually say how it actually ended up. The poem's meaning is summarised in the final line of the poem. The WMD? You found stash? Well, maybe not in Iraq. This quote shows the expectation they had anticipated. The word stash suggests that they were looking for a large supply of lethal weapons that had been illegally smuggled across international borders. Also the phrase, well, maybe not in Iraq, suggests that they expected to find the weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, but they had perhaps jumped to hasty conclusions. This speaks volumes about how we naturally suspect people who are less fortunate than ourselves. We never suspect people hiding under our very noses because they are the same nationality as us and have a similar wealth to us. This is the point Carol Ann Duffy is trying to make, that we shouldn't accuse someone without definite proof.